right, we got our notification. Let's get our connection going. Got a connection. Let's make sure we're in the group and we're good to go. I see us. All right. Good morning. Welcome to Unlock Your First Six Figures morning show. I am your host, Shay Cannon. I'm an award-winning fractional chief operating officer with an exclusive clientele of 6 and 7 figure CEOs. Heather, like you forgot your award-winning. Award-winning. I know, right? But I have a mission. That mission includes you, entrepreneurs and small business owners who are spinning their wheels and struggling to get to their first 6 figures in business. I want to show you how to make the money and create time freedom. Let's make the money and create time freedom. My freedom looks like living and working my business from anywhere in the world. I'll spare you the 5-year journey of all the places I've been. Just know I'm living my best life and working my best business currently in Mexico. Okay, so let's get started. All week long, we've been talking about email marketing segmentation for small business. The blog is at shaycannon.com/tag, TAG. And we've been discussing this all week, right? Everybody's in a great position for this discussion because we're thinking differently. We're going to start acting differently. We know exactly at least how to start this segmentation thing, right? And we understand how, if we're not segmenting, how we're leaving money on the table, right? So part one was about lead magnets, right? Lead magnets, and how for whatever lead magnets you have, you need to have a tag for them. And that tag needs to be named after every type of lead magnet that you have, right? And then secondly, there are behaviors. There are things that people are doing and not doing when they're on your email list. And we need a tag for all of it, okay? If you want more information about the lead magnet tags, the behavior tags, and more about tags versus lists, go back to the replay for part 1 and 2. It was all in the same day, Tuesday, okay? On yesterday, we talked about a particular behavior, and that was attendance, right? Because we know if people are signing up and actually attending our events, that is a strong lead, right? So we want to tag them as such. So we talked about attendance. We talked about what kind of events we can be having and how we can be having routine events over and over again to keep tagging. Because what we know is people attend multiple events. And as they're doing so, they're becoming more and more a red hot lead. So want more about that attendance? Go to yesterday's replay. So today we're going to talk about purchase, right? If you will remember, we have 3 buckets, okay? Our buckets are leads, clients, and past clients, okay? We got 3 buckets. Now, when someone purchases anything from us, we should then be tagging them for what they purchased, okay? But we should also be moving them from the lead to the purchase or client bucket, right? Now, if you're anything like me, you have more than one type of purchase. And if you're paying attention to the climate right now, you need to have lower price things that are not your main thing, right? But they're going to help you to push them down the pipeline to your higher price thing. All right. So we need to be segmenting how are they a client within the client bucket. How many times have they purchased? These are all, the work of this is done by tags. Okay. Now what we can do is talk to them. Hey, I see that you're buying all of this DIY stuff. If you need help, if you find that you're not getting the results that you want, because you're doing it on your own, you don't have to. You need to graduate to this offer, right? Okay. And then let's say that offer is a middle offer, middle of the road offer. And you say, hey, so I'm glad that you're getting more help, but to get the real transformation, you need this offer, right? You're on the road, you're doing the things, but you're only missing this, right? But you don't know that if you're putting everybody that buys something from you in a bucket without tags. So we have to know not only are they a client and that they purchase from us, but what type of client. Okay. Now, Heather, you had a great example that Teray gave you yesterday. Give your example so we can talk about that a little more today.
So Teray's a former client. She participated in the first cohort of my writing program and gave me, by the way, great feedback, but she got her book written. It is published. It is available for sale now. Mm-hmm. But I did not segment her on my list. So she continues to get the same emails as everybody else, but and she said she ignores them because I'm not talking to her.
Exactly.
Right. She hasn't unsubscribed, which thank you very much. But she, they're not targeting her. So I need to talk to her differently. But then there's also the group that participates in the writing sessions, right? I need to talk to you all differently. I'm
Mhm.
just not sure, like, what, because Teray purchased, the writing group is a free
Yeah,
thing. So those are still different messages,
it
right?
is. And look at
Different
Teray.
buckets.
Look at Teray. Teray said, think tofu, mofu, and bofu. So
I
yeah,
know.
that's what you need to be thinking. So let's start off with
Mhm.
Teray, right?
Yep.
So Teray has purchased. She's in your
Mhm.
client bucket, okay? But
Yes.
she should be tagged as having gotten your, having gone through your writing, right, class, but she never purchased your editing, right?
Right.
So there should have been emails, even though y'all talked, right? It's
Mhm.
Teray. We know it's Teray and y'all talk, but we're gonna act like it's not Teray, right?
Right.
It's somebody else that went through your class and they didn't get your editing. There should have been emails going out to them reminding them that they need editing,
Mhm.
reminding them why editing is important, reminding them of the value of editing, right?
Mhm.
Because what you have heard is your price is a little higher. Well, you need to let them know why your price is a little higher, right? Because what they're
Right.
going to run into is people who proofread. They don't know how to do book developmental editing, and proofreading is not enough, right? So if
Mhm.
they're not used to editing for a book, they don't know what to look for. They just know what grammar is. So you need to have a series of emails that's talking to them about that, right? And
Mhm.
even if they don't go with you, you're educating them on how to pick an editor. Because
Right.
sometimes what they're going to find out is, oh, now I understand why her price is the way that it is, right? Because really, what they don't understand is most people, especially people writing their first book, y'all don't know how to write. Y'all don't know how to write. Y'all don't know how to get a flow. You have put the information in there, true enough. But that developmental editing is the price that it is, because that editor might have to rewrite your book based on the content that you put in. They
Mhm.
might have to rewrite your whole thing just so that it's sellable, just so that readers who are used to reading books are getting what they're used to getting and are able to get the content that you want, right? So
Mhm.
that's what you should be putting in there, Heather, because it's not about to rate personally. It's about everybody going through this process. And some of them won't be able to find a great editor. Some of them don't know how to pick an editor. They just saw your price and got sticker shock. You should be in the business of teaching them, right?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
she should be taking off of the list of people who are promoting, that you are promoting the class to. She's
Yeah.
already had the class, right?
Yes.
But what you can do is you can trigger it to, let's say, a year from now, come back and say, hey, congratulations on your book. You know what's more awesome? 2 books. You know what I'm saying? Let's get you back in this class so we can work on your second book. You know what I'm saying? Or,
Yeah.
let's get on the phone and talk about what your second book should be.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Okay,
Mhm.
so that's kind of like Teray. Um, Teray said the editor was great, except I found a number of errors she missed. Maybe I should have used Heather. Heather is the GOAT. Heather is the GOAT, Tracy. Teray, I'm going to tell you, as long as a human is editing something, it is damn near impossible to catch everything. I'll
Facts.
tell you that.
Facts.
It's damn near impossible to catch everything. What you want is an acceptable amount, and we all have different levels of
I
acceptable.
mean, I was reading Michelle Obama's book, Becoming, and I found errors in that.
Yeah, I
So,
mean, even textbooks. I mean,
yeah.
books have errors, right? Teresa said, I
Oh.
found errors she made, not me. Look, I'm
Well,
gonna leave that
oh
alone. I'm gonna leave
damn.
that alone. Maybe you should have went with error. I don't know. Teresa said, child. Yeah, that's a child, baby. Mhm. Okay, so that's how we handle clients, right? This is
Yeah.
why we need to tag them differently for the different offers.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about, you have a writing room that's free. Well, what you
Yeah.
know is those are leads. So they should be in the lead bucket,
Correct.
right? And
Yep.
so anytime anybody is on your list and you're trying to move them along the pipeline of the big purchase, right? The one
Mm-hmm.
thing that kind of is the finale that they need, you just look at the journey. So we're in a free writing room. You
Mm-hmm.
should be telling us, hey, do you need help actually structuring this book? What are you writing? You know what I'm saying? This is how I help. This is, let's start with a outline. Do you know how to do an outline? So you
Mm-hmm.
should be talking about the organization of writing, right? Even psychological and mindset stuff about good times to write. right? About the environment to write in and how if they feel stuck, what they need to do. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So another thing is I want you, because Heather, I hear you inviting everybody to the morning writing room. That ain't the one you need to be inviting the most people to. You need to be inviting the most people to that Wednesday night one because they're actually writing books. Us in the morning, we're starting our day off right and we're writing, and that's great. But everybody that comes to that is just journaling. They don't consider journaling writing a book, right?
True.
So you should be pushing more people to your Wednesday, because what we know about the Wednesday night is those people are writing books. It's an easier lift. And so now what we're talking, because they shouldn't be able to talk to you about writing a book during that time, right? So now the emails that they get should be helping them.
Okay.
Yeah. So those were great examples, Heather. That's why I kind of wanted you to save that for today. So again, we're talking about email segmentation, y'all. And we're on the last segmentation, which is people who have purchased. Okay. So a purchase makes them a customer or a client. So they should also be removed from the leads list and put on the customer list after a purchase. But to go deeper and to be more technical with your segmentation, you use tags to identify what kind of customer or client, right? We can even use tags for a new customer, right? A new customer. We can use tags for what level of customer they are. As you guys know, I have put my offers and services into an ascension ladder. So what level are they on that ladder, right? Or where are they in the pipeline? Are they doing DIY, done with you, or done for you? Could be a tag. It could be low cost, middle cost, high cost as a tag, okay? But you want to know what level they're on. The next thing is, are they an active customer, right? Because we have different types of purchases. We have purchases that have an end, like Heather's class, right? So Heather has a whole class that are a few weeks, but those weeks come to an end, right? So after that comes to an end, she should give them a certain amount of time to get her editing services. And if they don't, they should go inactive, right? Or if there's somebody that's on kind of a retainer service or a membership, after they've not been a member for so long, they become inactive. So that's when they go into another bucket, and that's the past client bucket. And guess what? How we talk to them? We're checking on them, right? Hey, how are you? We haven't seen you since whatever, right? Or, hey, I noticed that you stopped the class. This will be coming in with Teray, right? Right, Heather? The class is over. Have you gotten an editor? Or you stopped the membership. How are you doing on your own? You can always come back, right? Or ultimately, you kind of stopped midway. I need to make sure that you finished your book. Why don't we get on the phone? So these are the three buckets and all the tags we're supposed to be using in these buckets, right? So what I want to know from y'all is, do you have ascension offers or different offers, and are you tagging for these different offers? If you don't have an ascension of offers, what opportunity do you see to have one? Okay, and I'm gonna start with Shawana Kennedy down there. Shawana Kennedy, you do have different offers. I know that. So are you tagging these people on your email list for the different offers? Because you have a lower cost package, you have a mid cost package, you have a high cost package. And what we know is we want them lower cost people to become higher cost people. So do you have them tagged so that you know who they are, so that you can talk to them differently?
Good morning. And if you had saw my face, you would have snatched your glasses off because, of course, you calling me. I was looking down, teacher. So I raised my head and bucked my eyes. Yes, yes, yes. Well, honestly, because remember, I'm dealing with a newer list. So the newer list, those people are not even on my list.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're not even on the list for me to even tag them. Yeah, no, you
So what that
got me.
tells me is you
Yeah.
don't have an onboarding process that is automatic. Don't get quiet. You just told on yourself. You don't have an onboarding process, but there's
Heather,
an
did you see
onboarding
what just
process in your
happened?
plan. Ask me how I know.
And here's the thing, people, if you're listening and watching,
Mm.
I clicked in. That was me. I pushed the button. That's how I got here. That's how I got here.
It is. It is, Shawana. So you need to follow your onboarding plan, ma'am, because that onboarding plan will put them on your list, right? And so once they get on your list, I want you to start tagging them as what type of client they are. Okay. So let's get started. Because again, what we're learning from the gurus is the money is in the segmentation. And if they're not even in your list, how do you even talk to them in a way that is scalable?
Okay,
That's
so
why we
here's the
have these
question.
automations.
Here's the question then.
Yes.
Okay. I'm even trying to think.
What's
Oh my God.
uh-huh.
I need the helmet of the Lord.
You do.
Um,
No. What's your question?
um, okay, okay. So I'm thinking about, because with this new, seriously, with the new email that has been put in place, that because my email now has 4 or 5 initial videos that you get from me.
Okay.
However, comma, I'm trying to think. You are correct with that onboarding part, because
Yeah.
the even current people, I've like skipped right over putting them into that email. Like, shoo.
And this is why you can't skip that. It's a part of a process that's a part of a system. And so when you're not working the processes, you don't have a system. So yeah, just go back to your plan and start onboarding them the correct way so that they are being put on a list, right? And then now you're going to start tagging them on the list. All right, Shawana? Teresa, we
Golly.
talked about this in Mexico, Shawana.
No, who is this? Who is this
So wait.
non-visual person that's talking to me right
Just
now?
saying, just saying. All right, Shawana, we're gonna quit beating up on you. Glow, if you can come off the mic. I know this week was wholly new to you, Glow. This whole email thing and the segmentation, you like, hey, I'm a podcaster. I just want them to listen. But now do you see the value of having them on the list, and how do you work these segments, and how, if someone has purchased something from you before, how having a segment for them allows you to get them to purchase more things? Do you understand that, Glow, how that's going?
Mhm.
Awesome.
I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am. I get it, and I definitely do understand. And I save all these videos, so therefore I can go back and get to working on that and making a tag for them.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you for that, Glow. And you know, these topics that we go over that are transformational for your business, these are the topics that make y'all say that this free community is better than some of y'all's paid communities. So yes, like Glow said, you can come back and watch these replays time and time again, because what we've done in the last 3 weeks is we've kind of created a mini course on email marketing. Okay, with this week being the last week. Tracy said, I don't even want to come off the mic. Don't come this way with that crap. I don't, I don't have one, but I'm gonna start. Okay, Tracy, we hear you. We hear you. Alicia Brown, welcome back, baby. We missed you. So Alicia, are you using email segmentation in your business? And are you segmenting and tagging your clients as being different types of clients?
No, I was about to reply the same as Tracy, but no, I actually do have I have 2 businesses, and one is a health and wellness business. So I do have an email list because I get more in-person orders. So I have converted them. I always try to ask them if they opt in to email or text marketing. I do have a list, but I have not began to segment the list. So I've been listening for questions on how to do that. I haven't segmented it like from leads so I don't have a sales funnel per se. So I would like to get more sales online. And that's why I'm listening kind of to this, because I'm like, I need to understand how to go after potential leads. Because right now the only list I have is people that have actually purchased something.
Yes. So what I'm going to say, to begin sales funnels, that's where the segmentation begins, right? Because based on the segmentation, you know how to talk to them in the funnel, right? That begins the emails that are the sequences that are a part of the funnel. So Alicia, I'm going to tell you to go to Tuesday's replay and then yesterday's replay, and then when you finish, go on those replay, put questions on the replay, and we can come back and answer them.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
And just know that this is the 3rd week that we've done this. So last week we talked about lead scoring, which is they're on your list, you're segmenting. How do you know who's ready to buy? Right.
Okay.
And then the week before that, we talked about engaging your list and re-engaging your list. And I even gave a 5 email sequence for each one, whether you've ever talked to them or whether you need to start talking to them again. So
Okay.
catch this week and the past 2 weeks. And
Okay.
you should be, I'm going to say, integrated into email marketing.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, Shay.
No problem. No problem. Let's see. Teray said those who don't segment need to take Shay's course, Tofu, Mofu, Bofu. Yep, y'all can go to shaycannon.com/organic because that shit was amazing. And let me tell you, it's gonna change your business. Kimberly said yes to everyone's comments about Shawana. Also, I'm in the process of rebuilding my email list. I totally
I'm
slacked
saying
off.
everybody
Yeah.
should have been able to come off the mic after you put me up there first. I'm just saying. It's just like if you put me up there first and I'm like, yeah, that part. Amen.
That's so funny. She does into detail. She goes into detail on how to talk to people in each part of the funnel, and she gives PDFs to go with it. Yes, I do. That's that organic marketing, shaycannon.com/organic. Let's see. We're skipping Tracy. Tracy gave hers. We talked to Alicia. Dr. LaFera isn't feeling well, but she is showing up anyway. So Dr. LaFera, what did you want to add to it? Are you tagging your different people that are buying from you so that you know what kind of purchaser they are?
I am tagging people, people who bought lashes from me. I tagged them. And I was thinking about doing an email flow for my birthday today to them.
Happy
then,
birthday to
thank
you.
you.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Dr. LaFera. I hope you feel better
Thank
soon.
y'all. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I say definitely
Coming
give
off
them
the
some
mic
kind
to
of
wish you happy birthday.
yes.
Thank you.
Definitely give them some kind of birthday code today, Dr. LaFera. But also, when you're tagging people who bought lashes from you, are you just tagging them that they bought lashes, or are you tagging them for what kind of lashes they bought?
The kind. So when they
Yes.
come in, like if they come in on the quiz, they automatically get tagged with that. And in Shopify, I have tags set up for the particular types. So it can tag like if it's a natural or, if it's a glam. And so now that I'm doing more wellness stuff and going to be putting out more digital stuff around my supplements, I have a wellness tag. So anybody who's bought a supplement, because I have some men that have bought supplements from me. And so they're tagged with either wellness or supplement. I need to go back and clear that up. But
Yes.
yeah.
So it sounds like you're ready for the next level, Dr. LaFera. So you're tagging, but now you need to start talking to them differently, right?
Yeah.
So what we know is like, for example, the people who are buying your natural lashes, they're wearing lashes every day. But anytime it's a party season, New Year's, the Christmas holiday season, you know what I'm saying? If you're tagging people by their birthday type of thing, you should be trying to upsell them on the more glamorous lashes because we want you to look, even more glamorous than your everyday. So that's how those tags can help you to talk to them differently. The people that are buying your collagen, you know what I'm saying? That collagen only lasts so long. So there should be a sequence in there that is when it's about time for them to buy again, you know what I'm saying? That they are getting this email that says, hey, I know you're about out. I don't want you to run out. Let's go ahead and get you some more. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. So yes.
And I used your emails from last week to try to segment them even more. So like because most of them are on the list because of the lashes originally. So even if they haven't bought before, I just started talking to them like a wellness person. I wanted them to answer those questions you put, the emails you sent out last week. The 5 email, it was 5. I did 4.
I love it. I love it. Well, everybody is saying happy birthday. I know you see the ones in studio chat, but also on the Facebook side, Stephanie is telling you happy birthday. Z is telling you happy birthday. So happy birthday, LaFera. We can't wait till you get home so you can enjoy your birthday. But get well, get well, get well. All right, let's go to Dewana. Dewana, you have people that are buying from you. I don't remember if you had a list or not, but do you now understand how segmenting even people who buy from you as how they bought from you is going to be helpful into bringing in more money?
Good morning, everybody. Yep, I said I second Tracy's emotion. You missed that text, you missed that part of the chat. But yeah, that is very helpful when I do get to that point. It totally makes sense. So it will definitely be part of what I got going on in processes.
Cool beans. Not a problem. Not a problem. So Teray, you have a book, right? And you know that you want to start a subscription, but you also are going to start a book club. I would even start putting out lead magnets to the people in your group, right? We need to figure out in your group who has bought and who has not. But the people who have bought the book, we now need to know, are they right for the subscription? Are they right for some type of coaching? What are they right for? So I would start, because right now you don't have the segments of purchase just yet, but start figuring out who is going to be good for these new segments of purchase, because that can help you to decide, do you even want to do that thing, right? So yes, I know you know how to use the segments, but that's the idea for you when you start to get these different offer levels, for you to figure out right now, what should those offer levels be? Go ahead and start doing market research with the people that you have and find out who has a book and who does not have a book. Cool beans. Is there anything else you wanted to add, Teray? Because we know you have a wealth of knowledge also.
Yeah, I feel like what's happening is you're right. I'm finding out who has the book, because not everybody bought it directly from me. I know who bought it directly from me, but I don't. There are people who are buying it on Amazon.
Yeah.
And I'm
Right.
finding
There's no way to know, for you to know that my copy is going to be on the way to Mexico
right.
by the end of the month. Like, there's
Right.
no way for you to know that because I bought it from Amazon.
But the thing is that it's causing us to have different conversations now that certain people have the book, because they're learning a lot. Ask Kim.
Yes.
She's learning stuff that I haven't talked about yet, because I haven't talked about all the things that were in the book, because I want you to buy the book. But it's changing the conversations. It's teaching me what they need and what they want to talk about. And so that's like you said, the market research part.
Yeah. So as Kimberly is giving you ideas, you need to be putting those ideas out there to see who else feels like Kimberly. But Kimberly gave you enough idea to know, I need to start the book club. So I'm loving it. I'm loving it. You are on the right track. I love it. All right. Let's see. Heather, did you want to say anything else about tagging when it comes to your clients?
No, I appreciate going first and being the going through it in detail. So thank you for that. Oh wait, I did have now I lost it. It'll come back.
Using that brain as a file cabinet, huh? All right.
No, well, I mean, okay, yeah, a little.
And Stacy, Dr. Stacy was trying to get on. She's in Africa, so she may be having problems with the internet. But just Stacy, just know that we saw you. We saw you. So this ends our week of email segmentation, right? Does anybody have any questions about email segmentation? Any questions about lead scoring? Any questions about engaging or re-engaging your list? We're going all the way back to 2 weeks ago. Anybody have any questions about this email marketing thing? What you got, Heather? Hurry up before you try to lose it.
Okay, it's a very fast question. So when you're doing lead scoring, do you put them on like a scale of like 1 to 5? And then do it that way? Like, because I think lead scoring, for me, I need something a little bit more concrete. It feels a little nebulous right now.
Gotcha. So it depends on how you need it, right? So I don't want to think deep enough about giving it a number score, right? That's why my spreadsheet, I can just tick off and see how many ticks I got. How many workshops did you know what I'm saying? So I can have a list and I can just have all my activities, and I can see just by eyeballing the list, you know what I'm saying, who is a better lead than somebody else. Now, again, in your email marketing platform, it probably can score for you where it can give you a report, but you're going to have to training on how you want it to score, and it may be a higher plan than what you're on. So do your research on that. So you don't have to have one. But again, if you have been in the organic marketing workshop, then you already have things to start knowing how to tick this stuff off on your list.
Yeah. And I would just like to say for people too, if you didn't take the organic marketing, you can get it on replay. I highly recommend it. Because you know what? You get a vault with all these resources that you can print and keep next to your computer every day, like I do, to refer to every day. There you go. See?
Yes, you can. Let's put that link. Boom. There you go. You can just click it. We're gonna put it on the Facebook side. So the Facebook side has been quiet this morning, except for telling Dr. LaFera good morning. I guess y'all over there feeling like Shawana. Y'all like, Shawana got fussed at. I don't want to get fussed at. But even after this live goes off, if you have questions about what we talked about this week, feel free to put it on the Facebook side. So ladies, last call for alcohol. Anybody have any questions about email marketing as we taught it in this 3-week mini course? All righty then. You guys have a great day. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you right back here. Same bat channel, same bat time on Monday. Have a great weekend. The studio is closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a great day, everybody.